If you own a home in Anne Arundel County or you're thinking about buying one, you need to hear this. The first month of 2026 is in, and I'm also cataloging the last month of 2025 in this report, and it just confirmed what I'd been suspecting. And this is absolutely a seller's market in Anne Arundel County. And if you're sitting on the fence, you might be leaving money on the table. Hi, I'm David Moore, team leader of David J. Moore and Associates. And today I'm breaking down the numbers for the Annapolis area, including Pasadena, Arnold, Severna Park, and the surrounding areas for December 2025 and January 2026. So here we go. The big picture. Let's start with the headline numbers. So far, we saw 153 homes close in Anne Arundel County in the Annapolis area market, and that's totaling nearly $130 million in total sales value. The average sales price, $847,334. But here's where it gets interesting. The median price is $599. So that gap tells us that we have a healthy mix of entry-level homes and luxury properties moving. Homes are selling at about 98.8% of their listing price on average, and the average time it takes to sell a house is only 38 days. So, but this is where it gets interesting. The median is only 22. That means half of all homes sold in less than 3 weeks. So now let me answer the question everyone asks, and I've been hearing a lot is it a buyer's market or a seller's market? And right now in Anne Arundel County, there's about 3.5 months of inventory. In real estate, anything under 6 months is considered a seller's market. So you're under 4 there. And anything under 3 months is considered a strong seller's market. So we are still firmly in seller territory over here. So here's what that means for you. If you're selling, buyers are competing for limited inventory. In fact, 24% of the homes sold in the last 60 days were over the asking price, averaging about 15,000 over list. Another 28% of those homes sold at full asking price. And if you compare that across the bay to Queen Anne's County, where they have about 6 months of inventory, that's heavily shifting towards a buyer market territory. So same state, completely different dynamics. So here, I'm going to break down where the action is happening for you. Annapolis proper leads with 81 sales. That's over half of all the transactions. Average price, $1.08 million. This includes waterfront and luxury segments. Second is Pasadena, growing, very strong market. They had 40 sales, and it's much more accessible with an average sales price of $518,000. It'd be great for first-time home buyers or people looking for affordable water-oriented properties. Arnold came in with about 17 sales, averaging $569,000, and Severna Park coming in with about 15 sales, averaging $800,000. So there's obviously still a premium for those water access communities and school districts going on in Severna Park. Now here's something that buyers need to know. The price per square foot varies dramatically. In Annapolis, you're around $434 per square foot, and Pasadena, you're under $300 a square foot. And that's about a 55% difference. So the location absolutely matters. So let's talk about how buyers are financing these purchases. So if you're a buyer, you know what you're going up against. Conventional loans are dominating the market, 60% of all sales. Cash comes in at about 19%. And the good news is they're targeting mostly higher end properties. So if you're a first time home buyer or a move up buyer, you're not going to be running into a lot of cash buyers there. More conventional than anything. First time home buyers, probably going to see a lot of other lower down payment loans. So the average for those cash buyers was $1.13 million. So as you can see in some of the lower price points, probably not going to be stiff competition for those with those cash buyers. Here's something that's notable though. VA loans accounted for about 14% of all the sales, which kind of makes sense with the Naval Academy and Fort Meade being nearby and all the DoD contractors. So if you're a veteran in this market, the VA is a very powerful financing tool. And as you can tell by accounting for about 14% of the home sales, sellers are willing to work with those loans. So if you have access to one, make sure you totally leverage it to the best of your ability. Interestingly enough, FHA loans, which is a lower down payment loan geared towards first-time homebuyers, only accounted for about 5%, which tells us the market skews more towards more qualified buyers with stronger down payments or stronger financing tools like the conventional loans or the VA. So, if you're interested, here's what types of homes are moving. Colonials lead the pack, 45 sales, followed by ranchers at 24. The 3 to 4 bedroom home seems to be the sweet spot for all the homes sold, and that accounts for 101 of the 153 sales. So that's about 66%. Interesting, the average home size was about 2,280 square feet, and the average price for that was $365 per square foot. When you get into the waterfront, though, you've got gold. Waterfront homes average $2.61 million compared to the 612 for non-waterfront. So that's a 4.3x premium. Pretty crazy, right? People definitely love their waterfront. So let's talk about the speed, because this is where Anne Arundel County really stands out. 40% of the homes sold in the last 60 days sold in less than 2 weeks, less than 14 days. Pretty crazy. 55% sold in about 30 days, and only 8% took more than 90 days to sell. And when we break this down by price point, homes under 400K are selling in about 30 days on average. The $400,000 to $600,000 price range takes about 37 to 40 days. And here's what's crazy. The $1 million plus homes are selling in under 40 days on average. So the takeaway on this is priced right homes are moving fast across every single price point in Anne Arundel County. So what does this mean for you? If you're selling, the market is in your favor. Only 38% of home sellers had to reduce their price, compared to over 50% in other markets. But pricing still matters. 24% of the homes sold over asking price. They got the price right, and the buyers will compete when you do that in Anne Arundel County. It's still strong for sellers right now. So if you're buying, be prepared to move quickly. Half of homes are selling in under 3 weeks. You'll absolutely want to get pre-approved, know your max budget, and know what you're comfortable with, and be ready to make a strong offer. Really not the type of market in Anne Arundel County to be goofing around and submitting lowball offers. You're just going to get rejected and frustrate your home search. So I'm David Moore, team leader of David J. Moore and Associates. And if you want to know exactly what your Anne Arundel County home is worth, or you want to get access to homes before they hit the market, call or text me. You can reach me at 443-733-6477. I look forward to hearing from you.